Hi, my name is Roderick Livingston. I'm a student at Kilgore College and I'm majoring in kinesiology. Today I'll be talking to you a little bit about basketball and why, in my opinion, it should be viewed as the most popular sport in America today. When you think of the most popular sport in America, what sport immediately comes to mind? It's okay if you want to say racquetball. But in my personal opinion, it's basketball. I believe that basketball should be viewed as the most popular sport in America today because of its easy access to the American youth. Now, although I believe that basketball should be viewed as the most popular sport, it's not. The most popular sport is American football. Basketball is special to me because of its early introduction into my life and how it has shaped my life and guided me as a passion for it up until this very day. Now, today I'll be talking to you a little bit about basketball itself, why I think it should be viewed as the most popular sport in America today, what actually is viewed as the most popular sport, and why basketball is special to me in my life. What is basketball? Basketball is a sport created by Dr. James Naismith in 1891, where the objective of the sport is to get one ball into a giant peach basket. Now, if you ask Dr. Naismith today if he could imagine how far basketball could become, I can bet you he couldn't say he would have never thought of this. Basketball, in my mind, should be viewed as the most popular sport because of its easy access to the American youth. In order to play basketball, all you need is a ball and some type of regular hoop. It doesn't even have to be a basketball hoop. All it has to be could be a trash can liner, or a dirty clothes hamper. Whatever you can find in order to put a little ball into a circular hoop. Get creative. An article published on Anscape on June 6, 2024 by Jesse Washington states that basketball brings us closer than any other sport to the emotions of the game. There are no helmets, hats, or sunglasses between us and the players pouring their heart and soul into their crafts. Now that I'm talking to you a little bit about basketball and why I think it should be viewed as the most popular, I will now begin to talk about some sports that are just as popular or more popular in America today than basketball. There are 5 major sports in America today that is viewed nationwide as a national sport. Those 5 sports are hockey, baseball, American soccer, basketball, and football. Hockey is a sport where you need a lot of equipment in order to play. It's not viewed as a sport that's easily accessible, as you need a place to go and the equipment. Soccer is viewed as a sport where you need a ball, but you also need a large field and a goal that's not easily accessible if you don't have the means of transportation. Baseball is pretty much the same thing. You need the equipment, you need a helmet, a baseball bat, and gloves, and a catcher's mitt. It's not easily accessible, although baseball is viewed as America's pastime. Football, which is viewed as the most popular sport, is also not as accessible, at least in my mind, very much it should be. You need helmets, you need cleats, you need gloves, and also a field. It's not as accessible as you would like it to be. An article published on LinkedIn on April 2nd of 2025 by Marcel Ifeanyichukwu states, still the undisputed king of sports in the U.S., football dominates TV ratings, ticket sales, and fan engagement. The NFL remains the biggest pro league, while college football boasts massive followings, particularly in the South and Midwest. Now that I'm talking to you a little bit about what is viewed as the most popular sport in America today, I will now be talking to you a little bit about my relationship when it comes to basketball and how it has shaped my life. My intro to basketball came as a very small child. I was first introduced with my uncle watching an old NBA game back in 2003, which had LeBron James in it in his rookie year. Basketball has shaped my life in many ways. I remember one time I would try out for my basketball team, and my old coach told me that I was a senior at the time and he wanted to prioritize freshmen, so I didn't make the cut. And that drove me to this very day to still work on my game. Basketball has shaped a lot of things in my life. It has given me a lot of dedication, and it has driven my work ethic. Another thing that's also driven my work ethic is my favorite player, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was an all-time great shooting guard for the Los Angeles Lakers. He was my favorite player because he's the one who drove me and drove my love for the sport. I admire his work ethic and his dedication to be the greatest player he could ever be. Now, unfortunately, Kobe Bryant passed in 2020, and that hurt me. It still hurts to this very day. But Kobe's impact will live forever in me and the millions of fans who grew up idolizing him to this very day. An article published on Sports Displays on May 14, 2024 by Nitin Kovachev states, Kobe Bryant, known as the Black Mamba, left an incredible mark on the world that transcends the basketball courts he dominated. His career with the Los Angeles Lakers spanned 2 decades, filled with highlights and accolades, including 5 NBA championships, 2 Olympic gold medals, and an 18-time NBA All-Star selections. However, Kobe's influence extends beyond his impressive stats and jaw-dropping plays. He was a cultural icon who inspired millions with his relentless work ethic, intellectual curiosity, and his great philanthropy. Now that I've talked to you a little bit about basketball itself, why it should be viewed as the most popular sport, what is viewed as the most popular sport, and how basketball has shaped my life as a whole to this very day. Now, I know you guys are ready to hurl basketballs at me for talking to you for this long. But before I leave, I want you to really think about this pondering question. If you had a choice to have a basketball, a soccer ball, a football, and a baseball out in front of you, which one would you gravitate to? Which one would you choose? Thank you.